Today I'd just like to say a big thank you to everyone because we have finally reached 100 subscribers, which I know is not that much, but it's a big landmark for me especially, and I am very grateful. So thank you everyone, and I hope you continue to enjoy my content. And to be celebrating today, I'm going to talk about the top 5 worst bosses in Hollow Knight, and then we're going to kill them like that because that's fun. Starting at number 5, I have decided to go with the Soul Paladin. Now, the Soul Warrior is a very annoying boss because as you go through the fight, he teleports around and he's just like a pain, and all these little orbs spawn so you can't dodge him because you'll just jump into them, and you can't slash them away because you'll die to him, and just like constantly just trying to kill him, and it's such a pain, and you're just like, this is so awful, why am I doing this? And it's so hard to kill him and the blobs, and his attacks are really kind of boring as well. So he like does the down attack. That orb's really irritating to dodge because it just like homes in on you, and you end up jumping into it sometimes when you're trying to dodge the weird floating blobbles. Basically it's just an awful boss fight, and he's not even really a boss, so I don't know why he's in the Hall of Gods, because it's just ridiculous, especially when you're trying to get the Shade Soul and you're just like this poor person dying to all these floating things in the air, and it's just like, why did I do this to myself? And I just personally find this boss incredibly irritating, and I just can't deal with it. Next we've got the big fat jellyfish, and we don't like Umu very much because it's a very strange and tedious boss fight, and the attacks are awful to dodge. I hate this fight so much. I'm just like, leave me alone. Especially when it starts following me with lasers. Like when I first fought Umu, I didn't have like Isthmus Tear. I had like an old nail because I did the skit, which was probably quite stupid, and it's just very difficult. Oh, and then I lose health to that, and then I jump into that, and it's just so difficult to get the jellyfish to hit. And when you do eventually it's alright, but it's just like sometimes this fight is good RNG and sometimes it just takes me forever, and I lose like most of my health trying to heal, and it's just an awful fight. At number 3 we have the infamous, gorgeous, passionate, everything else that's on the title, Grey Prince Zote, because his fight is so bad. He just summons all these little things, and he just like literally falls on the floor and it's an attack. It's like, I don't even know when it's coming, and I end up just losing a load of health on him because I don't know how to fight him properly, and I don't want to practice because it's just awful. Look at that. Look, and he just spits stuff everywhere. And he's got like his own lackeys. Okay, I see. And then he falls through the floor and you have to jump over that, and it's like really annoying. See, literally, it's literally an attack for him to fall on the floor. Okay, see, and then he blows you up, and then he hits you with this. Okay, this is just annoying. See, it's just everything's going on, and you just can't. I can't deal with it, and his things are so high as well. You have to like get frame perfect jump timing to not die. Oh dear. And it's just the most irritating fight, and like especially when you're in the middle of a Pantheon and you end up with like no soul, and you're just like, no, why? And then you just die on the next boss, or you just die on him because he's such a pain. Next we have I hate these bosses. It's a duo. It's the Oblobbles. They just shoot stuff randomly everywhere, and it's so hard to dodge because you don't know what's going on. And then if you kill one more than the other, you end up with like an overpowered one of them that's just like absolutely going on a murdering spree. There's no time to heal anyway, and you end up just dying to these stupid bosses. I see, and then it goes on like a murdering spree and gets really powerful and super speedy, and it's just like, leave me alone. And like, oh my god. Oh, and it's such an annoying boss, and I lose so much health, and then it's like super annoying in Pantheons, and I just hate it so much because it's so difficult to dodge and you don't know what's going on, and it's especially because it's a duo as well, and it's like, I just hate it so much. Like, there's no good way to dodge it. It's just random blobs. And of course, for the very, very worst boss in Hollow Knight, it is known as the one, the only, Marmu. Oh my god, this is the worst boss. Even the sound design, listen to that, and then you just can't hit because you can't predict it, and it's like random bouncing. It's like, and you're just like, leave me alone. It just bounces everywhere, and you're like, stop it. And you just can't do anything. It's so annoying. It's like it's like gravitating towards you and bouncing around. It's just like, leave me alone. It's not fun. Guys, I'm actually going to die on Marmu. This is embarrassing. But it's so annoying. It's just bounces everywhere, and like, oh my god, you just can't do anything. You just need to cry because it's the most annoying boss, and like the speed changes as well, so you can't predict. Like, sometimes you slash and it's too late, sometimes you slash and it's too early, and it's just like, leave me alone, please. And you're just like, they're just the worst bosses you've ever like seen. So they are the 5 most awful bosses in Hollow Knight, and thank you very much for subscribing and liking my content, because that really helps out. So thank you so much, and if you've made it this far into the video, we're going to find the actual worst boss in Hollow Knight. Now this boss, not even boss, just enemy, is the most irritating and awful thing in the entirety of Hollow Knight. And I think most of you already know what this is going to be. Prepare yourselves for this intense fight against what can only be called, what is only known as, the Primal Aspid. Oh my god, it's already hit me. I can't, it just runs away. Oh, the things are so annoying. Okay, I've done it! I just beat a Primal Aspid! No way! That's insane. But yeah, these enemies are so annoying. They just fly away, especially when you're trying to platform and they're just shooting you down. And they're like, see, they just like drift away, and then they've got like infinite range. It's so irritating, and they're so annoying. And everybody knows how bad these things are. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me beat up the most awful bosses. They mostly beat me up, but yeah. So thank you very much, and goodbye.